Hey there and good morning. I am at the top of a Mount Erie in Anacortes, Washington. This is one of the highest vantage points here on the San Juans, and I am going to challenge Amos to take me down off of this scenic outlook. So won't you join me, please, as we see if Amos and full self-driving version 10.69.2.4 can make it down this unmarked, dirty as hell, high road. All right, and let's see the view. You can see we're way up here. Beautiful spot to be. And here is Amos ready to face the challenge of heading on down the hill. So again, thank you for joining me. And if you enjoy this kind of content, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe. All right, and hey, welcome and thank you for joining me again as we attempt to drive down Mount Erie here in Anacortes, Washington, using full self-driving version 10.69.2.4, and we're waiting on the latest version to show up. So as you can see on the screen, we've got quite a number of twists and turns. It's a 16-minute 7-mile drive, and we're going to stop and pick up my family at the bottom of the hill. Why? Well, dear viewer, because they were too afraid to take this drive in full self-driving. Well, guess what? I'm not afraid. FSD is engaged. And we are going to dial our speed down to something safe. And let's see how it does. You can see here, hopefully you got a good view, no hands on the controls. This is a single lane, unmarked, scenic drive. We've got a few of them in Anacortes, and we just had a windstorm, so it is dirty as hell. You can get a view out the window of how high up we are, and we'll also be contending with pedestrians, so that's okay. Amos is just wondering what to do, and they're going to let this nice gentleman cross in front of us. So we can see, number one, safety first with full self-driving, and you get to see the great view out the window there. And Amos is proceeding again. I'm not doing anything. We are letting him. I just goosed it just a little bit. You can see it's having a hard time seeing what to do to go around this corner. And rightly so, because we're pretty high up. All right, so I had to goose the throttle just a touch. You can see how terribly dirty this road is. And we don't have anybody behind us. It's single lane in most spots. Don't need the blinker. All right, so far so good. I have to admit this is a bit harrowing, but what I do for you, viewer, can't say enough how much I appreciate people joining me. Going to be making some improvements, I hope, again to the channel, continually improving, and I just appreciate everybody growing with me. So we'll try and add maybe some music to the background. I'm definitely going to try and improve the quality. I'm going to be using a new editing software, or an updated editing software. Oh, okay, so here we go. We got our first encounter with another vehicle. Amos pinched his brakes hard and is creeping forward, kind of watching to see what this Toyota does. I thought that was really well done. Again, the car is managing this all on its own. It's kind of looking around, wondering what to do. Can't say I blame it. Yeah, my beautiful wife and beautiful daughter wanted to go for a ride on this cold but sunny Saturday. And I said, well, I want to make a video. And I said, okay, well, we'll go for a ride. And they didn't know I was going to make a video doing this. So once we got here, they said, oh, no, we're not going to ride down there. We'll just wait for you here at the bottom, and you can take the car up and have it bring you back down. And that is what we are doing. And my buns are getting hot, so let's see what we got going on here. Let's turn that down. Okay, so here's a very tight hairpin turn, and we're gonna see how Amos manages this. So far, so good. Pretty natural. Yeah. Oh, pinching the brakes looking. Nicely done. Again, hopefully it's translated. You can see just how dirty this road is. It is filthy, and you can barely tell where the road ends and the drop-off, shoulder begins. All right, and we're approaching another one of these tight turns. Very hard for the car to see what's going on, but it's doing a good job. It almost took it a little too tight and dipped us off the pavement, but nope, good. Okay, still, that's still a car. And let's see how we're doing on our map as we're coming down. So we've made it through most of the worst of it. We've got a hairpin turn coming up, and then some little bit easier stuff, but it's still real dirty. Please let me know in the comments if there's other challenges you'd like to see FSD take on. Very well done. Very, very well done. Can't see what's coming from the other direction, and yet proceeding with caution and confidence. Let's see, we had a tree fall down over the road here last night. And we should, like I said, I have the latest version FSD, FSD 69.3 coming. I'm hoping any day now. It's rolled out to most of the OG testers, and I've found that I'm typically, about 3 to 5 days behind them. So be on the lookout for those videos. Hit that subscribe if you're enjoying this content, and again, always looking to grow and improve. So if there's anything I can do to make it better, let me know. Okay, a little bit cautious here, but handling it well. Oh, very well done. All right. And we may just do this as a video on its own, because this is a little bit of a long trek here. Now you see it's having a hard time figuring out what's going on because of how dirty it is. So the car is searching for road surface. Now we're getting into dark. It's shadowy. Elevated turns, and the road surface is just horrific. Okay, well done. If there was people behind us, they might be a little bit annoyed, but overall, this is what Elon and the full self-driving team is talking about when they want to be able to drop these cars off anywhere in the world that has paved surfaces, and it can find its way where it needs to go. And as you can see, so far, it has managed that. I have not had to intervene. Now I've got a car behind me, so I'm going to up my speed just a touch. Ooh, potholes. That's one thing they need to work on, is avoiding potholes here. And how close are we to the bottom? We're just about there. We're going to let these people behind us wait, because the speed limit is 15 miles an hour, and that is what we are going to do. Good. Excellent pedestrian avoidance. We've seen that twice now in this video. I joked with my wife that she should jump in front of the car at the bottom of the hill so we could demonstrate the pedestrian avoidance capabilities and safety, but didn't even need to do that. Very good. Amos handled that well. Slowing down for this corner, is having a hard time seeing. Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. I'm sure we're annoying this Lexus, but that's okay. Okay, bit of a blind corner here, but coming into it very naturally. Not too hard on the brakes. Great job, Amos. Oh yeah, this is like no problem for it. I gotta say, every single time I get an update, I am more and more impressed with the capabilities of these cars. So we're gonna just tune it up just a touch here. We're almost to the bottom of the hill, and I think that's gonna wrap up the video. I was gonna give you a full video on the way home, but I think this is sufficiently long enough. We don't need to have 1,000,000 hour long videos all the time. And we we are just having a great time. I'm goosing it just a little bit through here so that the people behind me don't get too upset. But as you can see, Amos has managed to get through here just fine. A little dark, so he's having a hard time seeing. Likes to slow down. All right, I'm gonna goose it just a little bit because I got somebody behind me. And there we go. So I guess not intervention free. I do like to try and be courteous to the other drivers, dear viewer, so I apologize if there are times when I intervene just for the comfort and convenience of the people behind me, but I also want to make sure that we get accurate and quality videos. All right, and here we come to the end of our journey. So, intervention-free trip down from the top of Mount Erie without any issues. Had to goose it just a little bit, but overall, I'd say that was a successful FSD adventure, and I hope you join me again for more of these great videos. And there's my lovely family waiting.